snapshots. Snapshots. So generally, what is snapshot in general? Snapshot. Photo. Selfie, huh? Okay. So pick, copy, backup, photo, right? Snapshot. So now, okay, you take photo only, selfie. So you put some nasty face and you'll take some selfie, no? So whenever you take that selfie and whatever the position that you have put, face expressions, that will get captured. And the next, if you change the facial expression, that will be updated in the previous photo? No, na. You need to take another photo. Correct? You need to take another one. So at that time, whatever the face expression that you are putting, that is getting captured. Can we say point in time capture? At that point of time, whatever you have, that is called point in time capture. Correct? Here also, right? So we have a concept called snapshot. Let's jump into it. So let me take a real-time example. So this is the EC2 instance. Okay, this is the EC2 instance, and this EC2 instance has the volumes. No, it has a root volume. It has a root volume, and this is a additional volume. This is root, and this is additional volume. What does the root volume contains? OS. Okay, and what does the additional volume contain? Data. So yours, this volume is nothing but C drive, and this one is D drive. Okay. So, and what is the size of what is the default size? Windows default size? 30 GB. Very good. Is a 30 GB. And D drive can be up to your wish, no? So can I put 50 GB for example? Yes, I can go and get 50 GB. So if my EC2 instance is in 1A, my volumes also should be in the 1A only. Okay, good. So this is the EC2 instance that you have with the root volume and then additional volume. So now, Chiti, now I want to take the backup. What's that? I want to take the backup. Backup of whom? I'm not talking about the backup of the whole machine. No, I'm talking about backup of the volume. That I can take a backup of this volume also. I can take the backup of this volume also. It doesn't matter it is root volume or additional volume. I'm talking about volume. That can be root, that can be additional. So if I want to take the backup of this volume, so guys, generally, let's say you have some folder inside your D drive. You are taking the backup. That meaning you're copying and pasting in the same D drive. That meaning is that the backup? No, right? So you're taking the copy, that's it. But what happens that while the entire volume goes off? Do you get the bad data? No. So that meaning you need to take the backup of the whole volume now? Yes. So what is the backup of the volume? That is called snapshot. What is the backup of the volume? Snapshot. What is a snapshot? Backup of the volume. So we can call it as backup of the volume or point in time copy of the volume. Yes or no? So at that time, let's say for example, I have a data called ABC. I have a data called ABC. So now I have this volume. How much is that volume? 50 GB, correct? So now I took the snapshot. How much the size of the snapshot contain? 50 GB. And what does the snapshot contain? What data? ABC data is there. Okay. I took ABC, Nana. So now I took ABC. Now I went and updated this to DEF. Tell me, this snapshot will automatically contain DEF? No. As I said, that photo you need to take another photo. Correct? Similarly here also, you need to take another snapshot. You need to take another snapshot. You take another snapshot. And this snapshot also contains 50 GB. And what does this data contain? DEF again. So for everything, you need to take the snapshot. So, okay, now there is a question here. What is your volume size? 50 GB. Volume size is your 50 GB. So if your volume is 50 GB, how many snapshots that you are taking? Let's say you are taking 10 snapshots. How much size that has become total? 500, correct? But lady, you have volume with only 50 GB, but you are paying more money for your snapshot. Is that good? No. For that reason, AWS came up with this concept which is called increment. This is incremental backup. What backup is this? Snapshots are incremental, not full backup. Only the updated data is getting captured in the snapshot. It is incremental backup. Snapshots are incremental. Certification question. Snapshots are incremental. Snapshots are full backup or incremental? Incremental, remember. Snapshots are incremental. Yes, automatically. Yes. Yes, automatically. So you have a data called ABC, you take a snapshot and you update the data DF and you got to know that the volume is updated because you know, right? You are writing on it. You take another snapshot, automatically the data will be there. And you take multiple snapshots like this, you can take it. There is no manual intervention. And also, you have volume. You have volume. From volume, you are taking what? Snapshot. Snapshot is just a backup of your volume. And what do you create from the snapshot again? Volume you create. From volume, what do you create? Snapshot. From snapshot again, what you create? Volume. Restoration is nothing but creating a volume. Restoration is nothing but creating volume. So, sir, if we have 10 GB, but storage size, we have 10 GB, but data, but storage size is 50 GB. What is that question? Kailas, complete the question. If we have 10 GB data, but storage size 50 GB, but you need to pay for 10 GB or 50 GB? Auna, nijama. So how much? Now you created a volume of 50 GB and you are using 10 GB. Let's say you went to a restaurant and you got a full plate biryani and you ate only half. Will you pay half? What? There you are telling nice answers. Here, so you need to pay for 50 GB, not for nice, because volumes are pre-provisioned, no? Volumes are pre-provisioned. That meaning how much ever you need, you get that. Instead of going and purchasing jumbo biryani, go with the single biryani. You can eat it, right? So yeah. So snapshots are incremental. Okay, now question for you. From volume, what you create? Snapshot. From snapshot again, what you create? Volume. Snapshot is just a backup. Okay? Snapshot is just a backup. Is it possible to log into the snapshot? It's just a backup. What do you create from the snapshot? Volumes again. Okay. Volumes has availability zones? Yes. But you're taking just a backup of the volume, which is snapshot. The snapshot has availability zones? No. It's just a backup, no? Snapshot doesn't have any availability zones. Snapshot doesn't have any availability zones. Can you attach the snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? No. What you will need to create? A volume. You create a volume and then attach it. Can you directly access the snapshot? No. You getting it? Should I write all these things for you now? Okay, let's go and write. So, snapshot. Snapshot is a point-in-time copy of the volume. Once more, I'll repeat. Hold on. So let's go one by one. Snapshot is a point-in-time copy of the volume. Can I also say backup of the volume? Backup the volume is called snapshot. So EBS snapshot meaning EBS snapshots only, no? Because you are taking from EBS volumes. So EBS snapshots are created from EBS volumes. EBS snapshots are created from EBS volume. So that meaning you can create snapshots from volumes and vice versa. So you have EBS volumes. From EBS volumes, what you create? Snapshots you create. From snapshots again, what you create? Again EBS volumes. Okay. So can you attach the snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? The answer is no. There is a question. Snapshots are regional or global? City, we are talking about which service? EC2. EC2 is regional or global? Huh? EC2 is regional, right? If EC2 is regional and whatever is there inside the EC2 is regional or global? Regional. So in everything in EC2 it is regional. Until we finish, everything is regional. So you cannot attach snapshot directly to the EC2 instance. What you need to do, you have to create a volume out of it first and then attach it to the EC2 instance. Nice. Is it possible to log into the snapshot? No. There is a question. Sir, snapshot is only for EBS or we can create for other as well? No. If you're talking about the backup, it is snapshot only. Can we take the snapshot of ISV? No. Oh, there's a big question. Let me read. Sir, one small query. It is not small, looks like big. But one small. If the storage in additional volume is 50 GB and snapshot volume is 50 GB, then after taking backup into snapshot and deleting the additional volume, and again if we take the backup of the current additional volume again 50 GB, then the snapshot get increased automatically. Deleting the additional volume, and again if we need the backup of current additional volume again 50 GB. So if I understood your question well, you have a volume of 50 GB and you took the snapshot which is 50 GB and then you deleted the additional volume. If you delete the additional volume, snapshot will still be there? Yes, it will be there. And if you want to restore it, you create a volume from the snapshot. So what is the size of the volume? 50 GB only. And then if you add any data into that 50 GB, snapshot will get automatically increased? No, again you need to create a snapshot. That's why I said snapshots are point in time copy only. It will not get automatically incremented. Okay, you have to take the snapshot. So that is your that sign up. So everything is done in centralized storage, then attached to EC2. Yes, yes. Another thing, additional volume and snapshot volumes are different. Did anywhere I wrote additional and root? No, right? I'm talking about volume. So snapshot can be taken for your volumes. That can be a root, that can be additional, both. Okay, good. There is also a dot. What does a dot represent? Abeo Howle, it's my question. So you're scolding me, huh? Some Venkatesh. And Venkatesh. I'll answer Venkatesh. Hold on. So when I skip your question, that meaning the topic is coming. Next. Okay. Next, is it possible to log in or use the snapshots directly? No, write down that. Oh, there is another question. But you said taking backup of ISV is customer responsibility. Yes, Babu. You have ISV volume called D drive. Assume it is ISV volume. D drive ISV. So inside that, you're putting your photos inside it or some documents you're putting. I'm telling it is your responsibility to take the backup, correct? Because if you Pusuk stop and start the EC2 instance, what will happen? Your documents will be deleted. Whose responsibility this? Your responsibility not to take the backup. So you are taking. Did I told to take the backup of the whole volume? I told to take the backup of your documents somewhere. I'm not talking about the volume. When I'm talking about the volume, snapshot is the concept. In ISV, data level, you have to take care. Okay? That is your answer. Okay. Is it possible to log in or use the snapshot directly? Answer is no. Okay. There is some question. Where are these snapshots stored? Don't use the word called backup at all. It is not a normal backups. It's not like a normal backups. It is just a snapshot. So see here today. In IAM, on the left side you have users, groups, all these things is there, no? So if you click on users, will you see all the users? Do you worry where are that users are getting stored? Generally where it is getting stored? In backend, somewhere in database. Do you need to worry? No. Here also, there will be a menu called snapshot linker. If you click on it, all the snapshot will be visible on the console itself. Do you need to worry where are these getting snapshot are stored? No. But as someone is asking, I'm telling you in your ears. These snapshots are stored in S3. Where? But S3 meaning don't go to in our account, go to S3 and find the no. It is whose S3? AWS S3, providers S3. Here we are you are creating IAM users. Where are the IAM is getting stored? In database somewhere. Whose database? Will you go to RDS and check? No. Here also snapshots are stored in where? S3. Whose S3? AWS. Do we need to worry about it? So how you want to restore it? Will you go to S3? No. You want to restore the snapshot, what you need to do? Create a volume out of it. That's it. Okay. I'll write. Snapshots are stored in S3. Whose S3? Providers S3. So snapshots are visible from EC2 console. EC2 console. You don't need to go anywhere and get it. Does the snapshot has availability zones? No. Snapshot doesn't have any availability zones. Snapshots are regional or global? Snapshots are regional. So by default, whatever you create in AWS, by default, it is public or private? Private only, no? If it is public, it is not good. So when you create these snapshots, these snapshots are public or private? Private. So by default, snapshots are private. If required, can you make it public? Yes. If required, you can make it public. So by default, snapshots are private. If required, you can make it public. Okay, so now I'll give a real-time scenario. So now what I did was, I have a requirement. I went and set up a big software in my EC2 instance. I configured, I set up a nice software. Where are these software is getting installed? In C drive or root volume or D volume. C drive, you can also go to D drive also, you can install. So now, Utkarsh asked, sir, you put lot of effort to install that software, you configured everything. I also need to configure, sir. I need to show to my manager. So what should I do? Should I go to Utkarsh EC2 instance and do it again? No need. What I do, simple. I create a snapshot and and now simple is Utkarsh has different account completely. His account is different. My AWS account is different. And I can create a snapshot. Can I share this snapshot to him? Yes, you can share the snapshot. He has AWS ID, no? Using AWS ID, I can share the snapshot to him. So snapshots can be shared to the other account? Yes. And now, I created a snapshot in Mumbai region. I created a snapshot in Mumbai region. The snapshot will be in Mumbai region only, but I have a requirement in other region, Ireland region. Can I copy this snapshot from one region to other region also? Yes, I can do it. I can copy the snapshot from one region to other region also, you can copy it, and I can share the snapshot from one account to another account. And what Utkarsh will do, when I share the snapshot to him, from the snapshot he'll create a volume, and he launch an EC2 instance and attach this volume to him, and he say that my configuration is done. Simple. You see, these are all real-time things that we play, right? So, okay. So now can we say that you can copy the snapshot from one region to other region? Yes, you can copy the snapshots from one region to another region in the same account. And can you share, snapshot can be shared? Snapshots can be shared from one account to another account. One account meaning AWS account, not your SBI account. Huh? From one AWS account to another AWS account. So Chiti, when you're sharing like this, your snapshot will become public or private. It will be private only, because you are not sharing it to everyone. You are sharing to only one person, whatever. So it is still your private. It is not getting public. So it is still private. Okay. Can you take the EBS volume and directly move it to another region or availability zone? Can you move the volumes? No, volumes cannot be moved. You need to take a snapshot and then move. Volumes can be moved directly? No. EBS volumes cannot be moved directly to any other region. Regions or accounts. So you need to use what? Snapshots. Okay. Guys, see how many points we took it from snapshot. Right? In that tube, DinTube and Udemy and whichever demis, they'll say, snapshot is the backup of the volume. That's it. Only one line. Or you'll get only a couple of lines. That's it. So if you go deeper like this, you will get the logics and you can easily clear the certification. So because you know the logics here, right? See, Saurav also saying, yes, true. Yes. Okay. No, see, EBS volumes are created from EBS snapshots, correct? EBS volumes are created from EBS snapshot. We have two types of volumes, no? What are those? Row volumes are classified into two types. What are those? EBS volume, instance store volume, correct? So, but EBS volume are created from EBS snapshot. But how about instance store volumes? Instance store volumes are created from, who will create this instance store volumes? AWS only, no? Do we create instance store volumes? No. So AWS will create the instance store volume. But do we need to worry about from where he is getting created? No, but I'm telling you, he is creating from a template which is stored in S3. Who's S3? AWS S3. But remember, if at all you get a certification question, instance store volumes are created from a template stored in S3. From a template stored in S3. Okay. To create a snapshot, do we need to stop the EC2 instance? Not required. To create a snapshot, we no need to stop the EC2 instance. Okay. See, now, guys, now, let me take a real-time scenario again. Is there any chance of data loss while sharing to other region? No way. No data loss because it is a snapshot, no? So guys, see here. Listen this question carefully. So you have 100 volumes. How many? You have 100 volumes. Out of 100 volumes, I want you to take only application servers volume backup. This is bloody real time. You have 100 volumes. And out of 100 volumes, I want you to take only application server volumes backup. How do you do that? Interesting, no? Right? How do you do that? So you have 100 volumes, no? Out of 100 volumes, application servers volume might be 20 or 30. But how do you identify that volumes? Using? Think and answer. How do you identify a volume? Using? How do you identify any resource in AWS? Using? Huh? Using? Tags. What using? Sir, it is there here. It is not coming out. Huh? What is that? Tags. Tags are used for what? Identification purpose only, no? So, while creating my EC2 instance, for volumes, can I attach a tag? Server is equal to application server. Like this. And then also, okay, let's say for example, application servers, you have 20. You have 20 volumes. Is it possible for you to go and take the 20 volumes one by one snapshot manually? What you do? I still remember I used to write a Python script on those days, in starting days. So I wrote a Python script, put it in Lambda, and I schedule it at this particular point of time. So it will go and find the tags and then take the snapshot automatically. That is the logic that I have used in olden days. Olden days meaning, don't think, boom, put vendran. No. It is so few years back. Okay, not 80s, huh? No. So for that, we used to write Python script, but now AWS saw our face and thought, "Arey babu, these guys are putting lot of effort. Let me automate that." So that's why AWS came up with a new feature in EC2, which is called Life Cycle Manager. What is that? So he saved our life, right? Life Cycle Manager. Or you can call it Data Lifecycle Manager. What is that? Data Lifecycle Manager. So Data Lifecycle Manager generally is used for what, you know? You just tell the tag names. You just tell the tag names. You create a policy, guys, not IAM policies. This policy is different. Okay? In Data Lifecycle Manager, create a policy. Lifecycle Manager, go to the volumes. Anywhere you see tag is equal to this, take the snapshot. You can schedule it. So with this feature, easily you can take the snapshot automatically at the particular point of or a particular interval. You can schedule it. So how do you identify your volumes? Using tags. So what is that called? Data Lifecycle Manager. Data Lifecycle Manager. So it is used to take the snapshots automatically, or you can schedule it. Okay. Yes, tags can be changed or renamed. And then volumes that should get snapshots will be identified by tags. There is another jumbo question. Hi, sir. Hello, Manish. Instance store volumes are temporary, right? Yes. Can I have a snapshot for instance store volume? I said no. Yes or no? Okay. If so, if I stop and start the EC2 data will wait. So answer is I have given it. So if so, I will always use instance. So the now itself is I said you cannot manage the snapshot for instance store volumes. Okay. Answered. Hence proved. Okay. Okay. So guys, now from the data lifecycle manager, you are taking the snapshots automatically based on the schedule. Correct? Will you keep on storing the snapshot for months and months? In your company, there will be a retention period. Your customer will say that, Babu, I don't need these many backups. Keep only for 7 days or 1 month, 2 months, 3 months maximum. Will you keep it for 6 months, 1 year? You need to pay for that. So here in data lifecycle manager, we have something called retention period. Retention period. You can put how many days that you want. You can put, let's say, for example, 7 days. Okay. And then we have here, okay, you tell me, based on these things, again, there is no retention, but retention period is one of the parameters, Srikanth. Okay. Retention period is a parameter that you need to mention how many number of days. So if you mention 7 days, only 7 days snapshot will be kept. Rest of the snapshots will be deleted. Okay, now you took snapshot. Now you took snapshot. Okay, you took snapshot and you are not using it. You're taking the snapshot again and again, and you are not using the snapshot, but you don't want to delete it also. You don't want to delete it, and you want to keep the snapshot. So AWS, but unnecessarily you need to pay money for the snapshot also, no? You are not using it, but you still have to pay the money for it. As you are not using it, is it good on you that to pay the money? We feel bad because we are not using it, so we don't pay it generally. So AWS came up with something called snapshot tier. What is that? Snapshot tiers. There are 2 types of tiers are there. One is called standard tier, archive tier. Which one? Standard tier, archive tier. So if you are taking the snapshot, by default it is standard. And if you are not using the snapshot, can you move it to archive mode? Move it to archive mode, and you will get you need to pay only. It's very cheaper because as you are not using it, you are putting it to archive tier. So archive tier meaning you are not using it. So if you are paying 5 rupees for your snapshot, which is a standard tier, if you archive it, you need to pay only 1 rupee. If required, can you restore it from archive again? Yeah, you can restore it. If you want, you can restore it. Understood? No, we are not talking about Glacier. Glacier is different. EC2, we are talking inside the EC2. Glacier is completely different. So we have snapshot tiers. 2 types of snapshot tiers. One, we call it as standard tier, and then archive tab. Standard tab, archive tab. So move the snapshots to archive tab, that is 75% cheaper. Okay. And guys, if you want to restore, it takes 24 to 72 hours for restoring. And that is billable. That is billable. Are the two parameter policy? Are the two parameters policies in EC2? What is it policies? Your policies meaning, Sheshadri, you're talking about data lifecycle manager? Policy concept is only in EC2, only in lifecycle manager. There is no other policy concept in EC2. Configuration. Parameters nothing but configuration. If you create lifecycle manager, there you can have retention period. But if you see, are the two parameter permission is. I didn't got your question, Sheshadri. Can you please put the question clearly? To answer your question, so generally snapshot or backups can be two types. Backups are two types. One is automatic backup, another one is manual backup. Which one? Automatic and manual. Automatic, the lifecycle manager is taking automatic or manual? Automatic. So for automatic, you can put the retention period as how much days. If you put 7 days, only 7 days backup will be there, rest will be deleted. But if you are taking the snapshots manually, will there be any retention period? No. Until you go and delete it, it will be there forever. So by default, there is no retention period. But if you go for automatic scheduling, there you have retention period. Okay. No way, Daya. There is no way to hack the snapshots. No way. Because it is within the AWS only you are sharing it, correct? Okay. And then guys, we have something called, what is this? What is this? Recycle bin. Have you heard about recycle bin? Where? In your phone? How many you might have deleted? Recycle bin in phone. I never saw in phone. In phone also recycle bin will be there. Oh, sorry. I mostly I know red button, green button. I don't use the phones mostly. Okay. At home they'll take selfies. Okay. So don't think I'm not updated, guy. Okay. Okay. I want to ask here: is standard and archive two parameters? No, it is 2 parameters and this kind of permission. No, wrong. Sheshadri, not like that. So it is just a mode. Our snapshots can be in standard mode or archive mode. So if you go and click on move to archive, it will be moved to archive. It's not like permissions. It is just configuration. I was telling some question. What is that? I was talking something. Recycle bin. Yes. Recycle bin. Generally in our laptops, you see recycle bin. So whatever you deleted in your laptop, everything will go and sit in the recycle bin. If required, can we go and recover it? We can go and recover it. Here also, guys, here also you have so many snapshots. Here also you have so many snapshots. Suppose someone deleted the snapshot. Where does it go and sit? In recycle. Can you recover the snapshot? But here is one twist. Very less people know. People think every snapshot that you delete will go and sit in recycle bin. Just imagine In big companies, you might have hundreds of snapshots will be created automatically, hundreds of snapshots will be deleted automatically. That meaning all those 100 snapshots will go and sit in recycle bin. No. So for that reason, guys, whichever the snapshots that you want to be in recycle bin based on the tag, you have 100 snapshot and you put recycle bin is equal to yes. You put any tag, you put a tag for the snapshot, and whichever, and well, here in the recycle bin you can create a retention rule saying that, Babu, whichever the snapshot has this tag, if someone deleted those snapshot only, put it to recycle bin. Rest or all will not be in recycle bin. Only selected snapshots will be in the recycle bin. So how do you know it is selected snapshot? Based on the tag. So in real time, you can say that very important snapshot, production snapshot, very critical snapshot, you can have manage the tags. How many tags you can have per resource? Maximum. How many? 50 you can have. So can you have multiple tags? Yes, you can have manage one tag. Using that tag, create a retention policy or retention rule in recycle bin. Babu, the snapshot which has this particular tag, those only you get to the recycle bin. Rest all don't get to recycle bin. And someone who deleted that important snapshot, you will get it in recycle bin. Can you recover that? Yes, you can. But rest of the snapshot will be in recycle bin? No. Super. So set up rules to retain deleted snapshots so you can recover them after accidental deletions. Retention period can be from 1 day to 1 year. For how many days you can have? 1 day to 7. Retention recycle bin is billable. Dabbulu urike ravu. So nothing is free. I'm telling you. If something is free, somewhere is getting again that money. So please keep that in mind. So we can use that feature, but in real time we can use it. Okay. That's fine. Recycle bin is done. Okay. So, and then, yeah. Can we take snapshot of instance store volumes considering they are not present? I said no. I told this, guys, for instance store volumes, you cannot take the snapshots. No. Until unless AWS came up with something very new feature for that. For now, it is no. And then we have FSR. What is that? Fast snapshot restore. Fast snapshot restore. Chitty, let's say your volume is 500 GB. Your volume is 500 GB. And if you want to create a snapshot of that 500 GB, will it just create it just like that? It will take time. It will take time, no, because it's 500 GB, no. So can you use that snapshot until it is finished to take the snapshot? You cannot. And you're creating a volume from the snapshot. You have a snapshot of 500 GB and you want to create a volume out of it. The volume will be created just like that from the snapshot. It will take time. But if you don't have time and you want to use it immediately, and you want to get a full performance from that volume, generally by default AWS will say, wait, sabar karo, ruko zara, wait. If you don't say, no, I don't wait, but AWS say, okay, you don't wait, you pay money, I'll give it for you. Yes or no? So FSR is a concept of that. Fast snapshot restore. So if you go and enable this FSR, you can directly use your snapshots and volumes immediately with the full performance. But you need to pay money for that. It's not free. It is billable. What today? So many questions. Either two things. Either you are not understanding at all. Another thing is you are understanding super good, so that you are getting so many questions. Okay. I'll take first question. Created a tag for a volume and automated the process to have snapshot for it. Correct. Will this still be there in recycle by using this tag? In recycle bin, you need to create a rule. In recycle bin, you need to create a rule. Based on that rule, whichever tag that you want to have, whichever the snapshot you want to take into the recycle bin. In recycle bin, you need to configure the rule. Understood, Srikanth? That, yeah, very good. Okay. Fast snapshots. So what is that? Forceful initialization. Initialization first of snapshot to have no latency on the first use. Below. Okay. Yes, you can. It can be extended. Not a renewal period. Seshadri, you should call it as retention period. The terminology you should use. If you use this wording called renewal period and all, you can easily get caught in interview that you haven't worked, right? So, yeah, you should use the proper word so that if someone hear that you are really a AWS engineer, they will. Okay, so yes, I understand. Okay, so guys, by default, the volume, snapshot, all these are encrypted. No, by default, not encrypted. So by default, snapshots volumes are not encrypted. Guys, by the way, why do we need encryption? For security purpose, correct? And you have a lot of data in the volume. The volume can be encrypted? Yes. By default, is it encrypted? No. Tell me one thing. I have something which is not encrypted. If I create, let's say for example, guys, I have a snapshot which is not encrypted, or I have a volume which is not encrypted, and you create anything from out of it, is it encrypted or not encrypted? Not encrypted. Okay, now you have encrypted. Anything from encrypted you create, it is encrypted. And let's say now you have a not encrypted, and from here you want to encrypt it. Let's say you have a snapshot which is not encrypted and you want to encrypt the snapshot. You have a volume which is not encrypted and you want to encrypt the volume. So you can do it using copy option. I will show you this in lab. Which option is that? When I ask you a question, Babu, how can we, anything which is not encrypted, how can we encrypt it using what option? Copy option, you should say. And this all encryption, guys, I'm talking about encryption keys. All encryption keys are stored in, there is a new service now, which is called KMS. What is that? Key Management Service. Which one? Where are all your, guys, where are all your encryption keys are stored? Which service is that? Not KMS, KMS. What is that? KMS. Say that, KMS. What is the full form of KMS? Okay. You know another keys. Where are those? Access keys and secret keys, correct? That is from which service? IAM. That is from IAM. In IAM, we have access keys and secret keys. But in KMS, we have encryption keys. Both are same or different? Both are not same. Both are different. Access and secret keys are for access purpose, correct? And encryption keys are for encryption purpose or security purpose. And guys, decryption is completely managed by AWS. Decryption is completely managed by AWS. Guys, by the way, see here, encryption, decryption is very easy. Don't think that it is very critical. It's damn easy here. So there will be a default key, encryption key. What is that? Default encryption key is there. Let's say EBS volume, you want to encrypt it. Today, EBS volume, you want to encrypt it. EBS will give you a default encryption key. So for EBS, there is a key called AWS/EBS. This is an encryption key. You can use it. For S3, there will be a key called AWS/S3. And for RDS, there will be something called AWS/RDS. So these are all what keys? Default encryption keys. Default encryption. So AWS will give you these default encryption keys. You can use these default encryption keys. Otherwise, can you create your own keys? Yes. Create the encryption keys. In which service you create encryption keys? KMS. Which one? KMS. So decryption, encryption is completely managed by AWS. Chitty, now we have encryption. Let's say snapshot is encrypted. Which one? Snapshot is encrypted. Can you, if it, the encrypted snapshot can be shared to another account? What do you think? I have my account and my snapshot is encrypted. I'm using my keys. And in Utkar's account, can I share this encrypted snapshot to him in another account? No, because I'm using my own keys, encryption keys. How can I share the snapshot to him? Encrypted snapshots cannot be shared. Certification question. Encryption snapshots cannot be shared. Is it clear, guys? Till here, everyone, see? See? Snapshot, how many topics, how many very real-time scenarios you got it here, right? Okay. Yes, recycle bin is billable. Was it secureable, Kada, sir? Seshadri, yes, you can share it. You can share the snapshot and he can encrypt it later. But encrypted snapshot cannot be shared. Yes. Normal snapshot you can share. Yes. FSR, fast snapshot restore. Just so if you want to immediately use, because let's say you have a snapshot of 500 GB and you want to create a volume out of it, which will take time because it is 500 GB, right? So it will be taking for optimization. It will take time to get it optimized by itself. So for that, you no need to wait. If you enable FSR, you no need to wait. Immediately you can use the volume in full performance without any latency. That is FSR, Varma. And please repeat copy option. Murali, copy option, let's say the snapshot is not encrypted. You want to encrypt the snapshot. How do you do it? Using copy option. There is an option called copy. Remember that when I go to lab, I'll show you how to encrypt it. Right? Okay. Guys, let me tell you one real time. Should I give you one real time scenario? And you should tell me that answer. Ready? Let's take, I'm taking 2 EC2 instances. How many? This is EC2 instance. EC2 instance. Okay, this EC2 is in 1A and this EC2 is in 1B. 2 different availability jobs. Okay. And this EC2s has, yes, you might expect any question. Let's say, for example, which is the service where you can go and create encryption keys? Which one? KM. Shout, which one? How do I listen? It is KMS. So K management service. Can you create your own encryption keys there? Yes. Or else can you use the default keys? Yes. Okay. So here I have volumes. Hey, can we share encryption keys? Yes or no? No. So I have two volumes here for this, Okay, see this? I'm telling you. Okay, should we give one name? What is the name of the instance? Give me one movie name. Eh? Movie name. Baby. Triple R. Triple R, I know. This is triple R instance. And the word baby. Okay. Baby instance. Who is hero? Oh. Okay. That guy, most affected person. Okay. Okay, so let's say we have triple R instance and then baby instance. Oh, looking very awkward. Okay. So this is your root volume. Okay. So this volume is in which availability zone? 1A. This is also in 1A. This one 1B and this one 1B. So this is the root. This is additional. So this is root and this is additional. Okay. So I have a triple R movie here I have a movie here in triple R in this D drive. And I have your baby movie here. Okay. So don't email me, sir. Please share that baby movie, sir. I don't have no copyrights. Okay. So you have triple R movie in D drive and you have baby movie here. My requirement here is, guys, this triple R instance should have baby movie and this baby instance should have triple R movie here. How do you do that? Okay, swap volumes you're saying. So can I detach this volume and attach it here and detach this volume, attach it here? Is that possible? Answer is no. Why? What is the reason? Excellent. Different availability zones. So what you need to do for this? Excellent. What is that? Excellent, guys. Excellent. What you need to do? Take snapshot. So can you take the snapshot of this volume? Yes. You take the snap. What does the snapshot contain? Which movie? Triple R movie. And from this snapshot, what do you create? You can create a volume. And you tell me, this volume also has triple R. And in which availability zone I should create this volume? I want to attach it to something else, right? In which availability zone? I need to create it in 1B. Excellent. And here also, you create the snapshot. Which movie here? Baby is there. And from volume has baby name. Super. So simply now, guys, can you attach this volume here and this here? Yes. Do you understood? This is a real time. Just now I put triple R movie, baby movie. You might have different projects and applications there. Can you? So this question here is, I'll put like this: how to move a volume from one AZ to another AZ? How? Using snapshot. And this one I call it as crosstask. This one is called crosstask. It is not a name. I'm just telling. Cross task meaning cross availability Jones task. So in lab, when we start hands-on on this, when I say cross task, you should remember able to do is. So create a snapshot from the volumes, create a volume out of it and detach it and attach like this. So in this case, guys, can you completely remove this and add a new volume? Or you can keep triple R also, you can add another E drive also. It is up to you, however you want to use. Clear? Interesting, right? So, terminate. Where? Which one? Don't use volumes, you should use delete. EC2 instance, you should terminate. Volumes, you can delete also. It's based on your requirement. If you want instance, first instance, you want triple R movie and baby will both, don't delete the volumes. D drive, you have triple R anyways. E drive, attach it, baby movie. But if you don't want triple R, delete the triple R and have only E drive. Super. Okay. Let's enough for today. Take the screenshots. Can we? No. No way. No. Your way of explaining is interesting. Thank you, Vinod. And let me take one more question. So the volumes which are being added are considered as additional volumes on the other instance or their respective availability? Answer is yes, obviously, no. Answer is yes. Okay, so let's have a quick. Too much, yaar. Thakur bhai, Kamlesh bhai is asking, sir, you are taking a snapshot. Can I share it to Azure? But there are different ways to do it. But directly you cannot do it. You need to somehow take the directly snapshot cannot be shared for sure, but you can take the data can be moved. Right? So yeah. Hello sir, are you going to take the lab session in regular class or any other time? Regular class only. You know our strategy, no? We will go with the theory, learn everything, and we do the practicals, like how we did IAM. So guys, easy to bear with me. EC2 is little bit bigger because you see, instead of me finishing in one line, I took entire class snapshot because you should never get any question on the snapshot in your life. Nothing topic should be missed. That's the reason why I went very, very deep inside it. Otherwise, I could have just say snapshot is a backup of the volume. Bas khatam. Okay, so just imagine how deeper we are going it. Just my humble request is wait for a little bit more days. We finish this EC2 and we do the lab. When I start the lab, I'm telling you. Okay, so okay, quick shootout round. Okay, ready? Okay. Okay, ready, online, everyone. Quick, couple of minutes. So, what is a snapshot? Snapshot, don't say only backup. What is full backup of the volume? So, snapshot is a backup of the volume. Okay, so, and then can we also say point in time copy of the volume is a snapshot? Yes. So, from snapshots, what do you create? Volumes. From volume, what do you create? Snapshots. Can you attach the volume? Can you attach the snapshot directly to the EC2 instance? Can you use the snapshot directly? No. What do you need to create from it? Volumes. Create a volume and attach to the EC2 instance. So is it possible to log in or use the snapshot directly? No. Snapshots are stored. Snapshots are stored in S3. Who's S3? Provider say. Do we need to worry on that? No. Snapshots are regional or global. Can you share the snapshot from one account to another account? using AWS ID. Using AWS ID. Can you copy the snapshot from one region to other region? Yes. Is it possible to move the volumes directly to other region? No. How do you move it? Using snapshots. EBS volumes are created from EBS snapshot, and instant store volumes are created from template stored in S3. Fantastic. Okay. And if you want to automate the snapshot, which is a feature do you use? Data Lifecycle Manager. Fantastic. So, and then now you are not using the snapshots and you want to pay less for the snapshot, not use a snapshot. Which tier would you choose? Archive tier. There are two types of tier. What are those? Standard tier and then archive tier. So how much time will it take to restore from archive? 24 hours to 72 hours. Billable or free? Billable. And Pusuk, if you deleted or accidentally deleted the snapshot and you want to restore it, so from where do you restore? Recycle bin. Every snapshot will be will go to the recycle bin. I'll write that. Not every snapshots will go to recycle bin. Okay, only snapshots with selected tags. Okay, so and what is FSR? Fast snapshot restore, and you want to use it immediately with no latency, very high performance, then you go for the FSR. And then by default your snapshots and volumes are encrypted, not encrypted. So which is the service is used for encryption? KMS. So does the KMS giving default encryption keys also? Yes. What is the default encryption key in EBS? AWS/EBS. In S3, AWS/S3. In RDS, in EFS,